Okay, so here we go. So you're going to take your balloon or your glove, right? And then you can do other things with it. Look I'm a cow. I'm milking myself.
Seriously.
Right? Draw a face on here. Do different things with it. Of course, we want to use these for what they're for. We don't want to waste them in case you're going outside. But it's just another form of a tool. Again, if you got a balloon, it probably works better. So let's try it again here. If you have this at home or you're doing it right now, with me, I don't know if anybody is yet. Let's see if anybody can, we'll see who can keep it in the air the longest right now. He's touching the okay, here we go. Ready? And I got it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 13. This guy Corona got in my way. I got to move. Okay, so I got 13. So if you did more than 13 at home, let me know. Or if you do it later on, let me know in the comments here. Okay, so now back to the duct tape and cardboard. This one here was my favorite one. Again, like I said, I think I'll do a video and add this to the YouTube channel later on how I actually did this, just so you guys have an idea. But years ago, when I was a teenager, I used to do this in my lower level where I am now in the basement area. Back when I was a teenager, my room was in the basement. As many teenagers like their rooms in the basement, right? Get your own little private space. So it was an unfinished ceiling in the basement, kind of like this section of our basement is right now. And so the beams are exposed here. And I used to take the cardboard and tape it up there. Today, I'm a little bit more sophisticated. I don't know where it is, but I had my staple gun. I must have moved it. I had my staple gun, and I stapled them up to the beam in the ceiling. Like I said, if you really want to know, I'll put that video out later on the YouTube channel, just showing you a little bit more detail on what I did. Okay, so you see I got one facing this direction, and I got another one facing this direction. And different widths, different height, different length. This is where you can get really creative. And if you got enough space, then you can put them around, different areas. There's also, like I have a pole right here. I could have taken one to the pole straight out like this here as a straight target. Works very, very, very well. Cardboard is very durable. So my goal when I used to do these drills was hitting hard and trying to see if I could actually break it. Not just bend it or knock it off or tear it off. I wanted to break it. I wanted to smash it almost like board breaking. To me, that was my goal when I did things. Hitting the cardboard. Here's what's really cool about the cardboard. It makes a nice, awesome, loud sound when you hit. It gives you that nice, good, strong feeling of, yes, I'm executing my technique properly. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take and use this one for a little bit later. So I'm folding it here. So I'll show you guys different things to do with the cardboard. I'm going to use this one over here first. This is set up for punches and kicks, but I'm going to show you guys today with punches. So kind of moving in here, and what I'm going to do is, this is a lunging punch. I'm going to take my front foot, step forward, deep into the target. As I execute the technique and I straighten the arm up, I pivot that base leg. I want to keep my body up straight. You don't want to lean into this. That's why I'm stepping into it. Remember, it's a Taekwondo punch. It's different than like a karate punch or boxing punch or anything else, right? We're doing more of a Taekwondo punch. And I want to snap really quick. One hit. Nice, good start position right there. You hear that sound it makes? Such a good echoing sound, especially down here where my, I don't have any sound deadening pads of any kind. So when I hit here, that lets me know I'm striking that nice and good. It feels good for me. The louder you can make it, the better. And as long as you're not going to bother anybody. I know they probably can hear this upstairs, but that's what our house does, so it's not gonna bother anybody over there. So again, here's what you would do: 10 shots with the rear hand, right hand. Ha! Set up again. Ha! Ha! Try to explode and make it as quick as you can. Ha! Okay, then you do 10 of those. Once I get my 10 in, and I keep the same stance, and then I'm going to do the same movement, but I'm going to use the opposite hand, like my left hand, which is going to be my jab. It's the lead hand here. So as I step in on that one, ha! Out and back. And it's very important that your punches are going very linear. Straight out, straight back. Straight out, straight back. None of this stuff here. Circling down, swiping, bringing the fist up high, pointing the elbow and the shoulder, and kind of swinging down. We're not hook punching either. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but we're not doing those punches. You can come over here, baby. Come kick the balloon. You can come over here, Chico. Boys want to get on camera, of course, and see who's still with us here. Okay, we got a few people. Go ahead, kick it. Yay. Oh, kick it. Oh, good job. Don't pop it. Okay, so then I would do 10 with the lead hand. Again, fast and explosive. Hup. Hand out and back. Hup. Okay. Then the next one, kind of with our technique that we used last month with the switch kick, you can also do that same type of movement with punches. And it does work out very, very well. That first movement of the switch here on the punch kind of acts a little bit more like a feint. So I would do a switch reverse punch like this here. I'm going to do it slow motion, then I'll do one quicker to show you how to execute it properly. So switching reverse punch or cross punch. Boom, boom. Watch me again. I'm not hitting with this one. It's not a combination. I'm just throwing this one out as a feint so that it creates a distraction or a diversion so that they're focused on this hand and they don't notice the second hand coming in. Watch again. I'll do it slow. Up. Now again, because the first one is a feint, I don't key up on that one. I do bring my body in though, and I use this as a way, again, to distract them so that they don't notice or they're not ready or prepared for that second hand coming. So in here, and it does give you a little bit more added power and snap on that punch. Okay, one of my favorite ones to do. And it's just that quick hand motion. If I add some checks, so they don't necessarily see that one coming in. Right? That would be your switch reverse punch. Now, it doesn't necessarily work so good if I'm going to switch a reverse with the rear hand and then the front hand. It does work. But it's, again, remember, everything's good, better, and best. This would be along the lines of the good. This one here is going to be along the lines of more your better. The best one is a little bit more advanced with footworking. Okay? So it still does work, but the reason it's not as good is because I'm going to use a lot of, I'm going to use or lose some security in my technique because I'm moving forward with a feint with my rear side, which means I've got to get close to the target. So that way that lead hand can execute the punch afterwards. So it's kind of almost contradicting the sense of even just the jab punch. Boom, boom. There's a time and place for it. It could work. But again, a good switch punch is going to be with that front lead jab feint and then the cross punch. So once you do that, practice that one, and then you switch your stance, obviously. So if you're going to use the left side, hup, that way, hup, right? That way you can practice both sides, right and left. Okay, now, so you would do a set of 10 of those later on. Once you get your cardboard here, and I almost have it broken down. Not what I wanted to do, but we'll see if I can throw some kicks in here to break it down a little bit later. So just gonna try to see who's still with me. All right. go ahead and give me a comment there if you guys have any balloons, or if you can get some cardboard later on to try some of these drills here with your solo training at home. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the kicks. So I got this one higher for a reason, right? So that when I kick it, I'm forced to kick up higher. So that way, if I want to use axe kicks, boom, head level roundhouse kicks, I can get into some spin kicks here, right? And moving on the technique here. A lot of different ways I can use this. So, and I can kick this one too as well. I'm not gonna kick it yet. I think if I kick it, it's gonna break down. I'll save that one for the end there for you guys. Do some kind of flashing, maybe some kind of jumping kick for you. But here would be more like even crescent kicks. If I want to get that inner crescent kick. If I want to use my outer crescent. Hearing that nice snap sound. On that way, hearing that head level roundhouse kick. Right, different types of kicks like that. And even higher punches too. Even just for the fact of self-defense. Oftentimes you might have an attacker or an opponent that is going to be taller and higher, bigger than you. So being able to practice different ranges for even punches and kicks is going to be important for you, and then helps keep that flexibility in there. So let's say we're going to do our inner crescent kick. Up. 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 So you would drill that again 10 times in each leg, maybe 12 times. Inner crescent kick, then I can change it to outer crescent kicks. I can hook kick it. Boom, right? Get that hook kick. Again, all we're using this for is a target. In the event you don't have anybody to hold for you, you don't have any paddles, and your situation is just limited resources. But you can always get creative and using different things here. Got that? Okay, so that would be for a high kick. You can make this one bigger and wider, longer, right? Get creative with it. And then I could also do combinations now. The way I have it set up here. Oh, it came down. Oh, knocked over my mic and my other light. Let's see who picked that up. I didn't even get a chance to kick it. So there goes my combination. But guess what? I just killed that attacker, right? I just took him out. So now I only got to focus on this guy right here. Oh, I missed him a little bit. Got him back there. Punch high right here. Let's see if I can get some kind of flashy jump one. Try that again. And then you just have fun hitting on your target, seeing if you can knock them down. This one here is a little bit harder for me, a little more challenging because it's smaller. So when I hit it, it doesn't have as much resistance behind it, which I like that. So then this would be my challenge for the day or for my training session. See if I can really get this one to fall down. And so that's what I'm going to do here later on for you guys. Okay, so that was today's live session. So you have your Dobok training partner. Right? Stick whatever you can in. Clothes, shirts, towels, right? Put that stuff in. A nice good rolled up towel, stuff here in the arms. Kind of can give them a good body look. And then you tie your belt around them. And if you have anybody brave enough to hold them for you so you could kick, then you're